feel like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Up to the 20. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Steps away to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Here now, third and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Right back to Mitchell here. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his target, Allen, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert.
At the 45-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Herbert.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the gun, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Eckler again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Give running right is Mitchell.
And he goes out right around the 39. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Mitchell.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 61 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Another run with Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 14-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Once more with Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And the Chargers first down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Oh, design run for their wideout. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 37.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. 123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Mitchell is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the play. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Eckler is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens 3-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Josh Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Well, this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ravens 26, Chargers 14.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Herbert. Open man downfield. It's Palmer.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense. I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 26, Chargers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the